first of all, thank you so much for coming in. And so the AMA is going to be 15 minutes first to introduce yourself, your team, and give us an introduction about the project. Then I'm going to myself ask you a few questions about the project. Then we're going to open the floor to people to ask their questions. And at the end of the AMA, we're going to reward 10 people, 5 with $20 BUSD and 1 million token to be airdropped. All right, so
Okay.
Revolution, the floor is yours, my friend. You can take over right now.
Thank you. I like my floor. Actually, I like to speak a lot with community. So, guys, for who doesn't know me and for who knows me, I'm back. Funny, after a lot of work, we decided to move to the launch of XWIP. That is the unification of the two tokens that we had in our previous network. That was for who remember Robinhood Protocol and XL with Wings. We decided this way because it was better for market capitalization and utilities understanding. Obviously, we had our hiccups, we had our company and our team rebuild it and build it to raise the people was not enough committed that we were suggested, and BSC is BSC, and we were trying as we're doing right now to make the best for our community and for our project itself, which requires time, passion, and commitment. Not a lot of people had the same have the same optic on it, but finally we understand that what we have around us and what we build is very valuable, and we're very proud of what we're bringing on now on the market again. So what is happening to our plan? We didn't change nothing about our view. We just add features and very valuable. Actually, I'm gonna share with you one of our last entrances. That is our exchange. Our exchange that is not common actually because it's a referral exchange. It works like Crypto.com does and the Mayor exchange does as well. What it does, this one is connecting your wallet to our platforms. It gives to you a referral link which you're able to share with your friends and enjoy their volume over the swap. It gives to you 0.2% over all the transaction that your invite does. Let me show you another thing so you see much more clearly what we mean right now. You are. So this is our last addiction, and this last addiction is not just swap itself and exchange, but is also the base for our future plans. We're gonna have our own router, so it's the first base to build your own blockchain as well. We're far from it. It's required a lot of money, a lot of work behind it. But as I said at the very beginning of our journey, we really committed to be here for a very, very long time, years, and the decades and hundreds of years in the past. We'll share this company with my kids. But yeah, it's we're building something that is very valuable, and I'm really proud that and happy that we worked a lot in the past, and so everything that we add, we are able to bring it on to the market. I feel welcome in. Nice haircut. Very fresh today.
I'm sorry to be late, but I just wanted to be part. Hi. Thanks for having us here.
So yeah, what I was saying, yeah, very proud of what we're having. We increased our team, we increased the quality of the product that we had. We've been copied around. This is topic that maybe we can talk about later. Just focus on us first. But yeah, not just that. The staking is ready already. So if you go to our website, you go to the landing page, you see the staking platform there. You can see some token inside of it, which is not meaning that the staking is active for the people that have our tokens already, but this is the testnet tokens, which will be withdrawn soon, and leave the zero amount in there. So the tokens that you see inside of it is testnet one. But the staking is ready, so everybody will be able to stake as soon as we deploy liquidity. The APIs is what you see right now. We put bonds, and the our staking is working with Compound. So so yeah, the API that you see is pretty much what we wanted to offer at the beginning. I hope that is enough attractive for you all. But in the same time, we thought with a sustainable view over the time. You know, we don't want to have our supply drained by too much API just because we want to be attractive a lot. We always thinking about be sustainable. So I hope that our choice will be paid back. It's not just about the 30% supply, but we also have sustainment of 2% taxes with our new tokenomics. And so far, yes, this is the addiction and what we have ready right now. We move it on also about the marketplace that is almost ready in our side. Is just 2 weeks finished developing of what we had ready from the from a previous version. But we decided that Launchpad and other utilities were much more valuable so far for the people, and that considering passive income, considering what is really a utility, we decided that the marketplace is not really something that the people want to have in the hands as a project function. You can have our NFTs listed in other platforms, which also would bring to us a big visibility, not just having our own marketplace, which is something that we want to bring anyway with quality. So we'll be with bidding, we'll be with a lot of things that you see in the best platform out there, not just a simple marketplace as everyone does. Is also very common. So I hope you guys didn't really rely on the marketplace, because we understood that other features are much more valuable. Also, talking again about the launchpad that we had in the plan is going to be delivered in around 4 weeks. Actually, a little bit less than that, because producing is already started. We have in our pinned message the function out of it, but I think that Phil, you can find how it's working the launchpad. You can post in the chat also to let the people know how it's working. But yeah, I'm really want that people take a look on the last video that I shown, and this about the exchange, and I'm very proud out of it. And I'm waiting to deploy officially, because we already been copied by people, and this is something that can make it really the difference. Thinking about not just the volume that the people can bring inside their bags, because if you see from the video demonstration, you're gonna receive BNB this directly in your wallet. Overall, the volumes that your invite does, thinking not just yours, thinking about the volume that influencer will make, because they want passive income over it. So it's something that we really rely on, and thinking about the market itself, the marketing itself, is not just from our side, but thinking about how much people being said to shield your bag, do something for yourself. This is not needed anymore. People don't just rely to pump their bag, but they're gonna be paid to do so. It's like you're gonna be paid directly. And if I had this in the past, I for sure have spent my days to invite my friends with the most money inside their wallets, just to enjoy the volume that they were able to have inside the exchange itself. Yes, I would like to leave space also for to our team members. We have a very big entrance in our project. It is the marketing agency that we hired, and we're really glad to work with, is named Instancy. If you guys don't know them, I will let them introduce themselves. So, David, welcome in. You can speak now.
Absolutely. Thanks
Amazing.
for the
David,
introduction.
welcome to Crypto Ballers. You can go ahead.
To be here. Yeah, from my side, I will just start with a short introduction. I've also brought Benedict from our side. He's the COO of the company, so the marketing agency. So yeah, my name is David Maximilian Güth. I'm 23 years old, and yeah, I'm originally from Germany, but relocated myself a few months ago to Zurich in Switzerland, and that's also where our company is based. We have already worked with yeah, around 60 to 100 projects on different kind of areas, and yeah, strategic alignments from fundraising processes to full service marketing packages. Have yeah, had many projects to kick off their IDOs or ICOs, from like the initial launch preparations onto connections with big and major exchanges. I myself, for example, a listing partner directly with KuCoin, Gate.io, Crypto.com, MEXC Global, and many other big brands. We have a big investor network, yeah, under our head, with over 1,200 venture capitals. Also a lot of course, partnerships with other big companies like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So yeah, we are giving our fullest commitment, or providing our fullest commitment to the WingsProtocol team, also to have a very successful launch together with Federico and all of the other team members like Phil and the rest of the team, like Mike. So I'm yeah, very happy to be here. I think it will be an amazing session, and I'm also already looking forward to answer all of your questions. Yeah, maybe you would like to introduce yourself too, Bene. But from my side, I think that's yeah, just a short and rough introduction about my person and what we are doing.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, David. Yeah, so my name is Benedict. I'm 30 years old. I'm also originally from Germany, as you can maybe hear. And I'm also living in Switzerland for about 10 years now. And yeah, I'm the COO of Instancy for a couple of months now. And I've yeah, studied media design myself and worked as a designer and team leader in creative departments in performance marketing agencies in Switzerland and Germany for over the last 8 years now. And yeah, within these years, I've developed several creative ideas, made a lot of pitches, lost some pitches, won some pitches. Yeah, created overall about 500 digital marketing campaigns, always with the focus to deliver some kind of individual marketing ideas and campaigns for our clients, which are coming from the automobile industry, pharma industry, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and so on. So a couple of big brands. And yeah, my interest in technology and development has also allowed me to continue improve in this area, so that I was able to yeah, work as a web developer for the last 4 years as well in a more technical orientated digital agency. And yeah, so that gives me the confidence to make a powerful marketing and a good visibility for the WingsProtocol project we are within the whole crypto space.
Awesome. Thanks also for your introduction. Yeah, Federico, sorry, don't want to interrupt you.
I was just saying thank you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, maybe one more point before there will be maybe some questions. Also regarding the background, because I fully forgot that. So my background is I'm IT infrastructure specialist or computer science engineer from Germany. Have worked for the largest IT service provider in the welfare sector. Managed an infrastructure of 40,000 clients myself. So that's a little bit more about our background. In addition to that, I'm also and we're also the CMO of a couple of companies and blockchain projects. For example, Vodra and some other big companies. For example, for Refinance, I've also led the marketing in the early stages and helped them with their projects launch. And yeah, in addition to that, I'm also in the blockchain space since the end of 2016, starting of 2017. So saw the entire beer market and know how everything is going in this space. And I'm very confident that we will get the WingsProtocol platform into the right direction with all of the great people and yeah, clever minds we have on board now. So yeah, just wanted to add that.
So what I wanted to add about what this guy, they're doing a very amazing job, is about the connection they have in the space, as David mentioned, is about a partnership with listing, with all their projects for our own launchpad itself, you know. So it's about to do a huge network that involves a lot of things, but this guy are very valuable, and so we're really happy to collaborate with them. They mentioned names that they're very good, but at the moment we're evaluating all the possible things for listings. We're just very careful about what can be the right platform at the beginning. You don't want to give your liquidity for a very small volume, so we're just very careful about the movement, the liquidity. Our own is very precious, so we're taking steps with the right mindset. But yeah, I'm really astonishing about the quality that we bring in the market finally. We've seen in the past that the space is still the same. BSC didn't change much, but we're trying to do so with our own project. So yeah, guys, I'm really keen to answer all the questions that you want. I'm pretty sure that I forgot some stuff to bring to the public, but in the time during the question, I'm pretty sure that we will remember and answer you guys.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Revolution Phil, David, and Benerici for introducing yourself. I think I know Revolution from he came to me before for Robinhood, so he kind of familiar and old friend. So Yeah, so I'm gonna start my question gonna start with the numbers and the logistics. So like in terms of supply tokenomics, because you guys launched and it's gonna be basically a relaunch. So how are you gonna deal with the airdrops? Do you have are you gonna airdrop people from the previous launch, and how much going to be the starting market cap? Did you have any private sale? Are you having a pre-sale? Kind of those stuff. So please go ahead and tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. So being a version 2, we have dropped the previous holders already. And we gonna go for a fair launch. We had already a private sale of 96 spots, which is filled into runs, 48 each for 55 million tokens each BNB. So it was max one BNB, was not big wallets. We had the first round that was allocated for old holders, which are very faithful, as we promised in the past. That was happening for XL. So moving to XWIP, we just give the same privilege for the other token itself. And the second one was for some influencers, some people, although the community that we consider valuable as well. We're gonna go for fair launch, as I said. We don't want to go again inside a whitelist session, and also for considering the buying pressure that you're gonna bring for in a fair launch will be much more valuable. Everybody remember Quantum in the last weeks, what they did. So we think that is the best thing to do, is moving in this direction as well. We're really careful about the movement that we did, because our experience teaches us that we really cannot trust nobody in this space no more. But we also happy that in the time we discovered the people that we can speak with. So I'm really happy that that you guys are still following us, and I'm back here to speak with you, because it's one of the best community out of BSC so far at the moment. And yeah, we kind of picky. We really understanding what is around us. There are kind of side of the street, there is a lot of beef happening around projects, owners, and launch itself. But we really understand that it's important to create the base for your project, speaking with the communities that you're considering more valuable. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Was there is no pre-sale, would be fair launch. We had the private of 96 BNB, which is 5% supply. Other supply distribution is 30% distributed for the staking reward. 20% is treasury that will be used for listing, will be used for pretty much everything that the project and a big company needs. If you see very big brands, they just allocate to the public in liquidity very small amounts, and all the rest is allocated for in the time of this. It will be locked and invested very long time periods. But yeah, 20% for that is 5% for the team, which is even small. We've been advised to give 15, but we didn't want it to exceed in what the beginning numbers was for XRP as well. So we keep that 5%, and 3% is for advisors. As you might know, big YouTubers, or they ask you like $50,000 for a long time period partnership, or they ask you supply over their income, just because they want to pump their back for a couple of months. So very big YouTuber videos have these requirements. So we're gonna satisfy those as well. We had 5% privacy, and there all the rest is liquidity for the public. Is 100 billion supply, total supply, and circulation should be 70 billion. Market cap initial should be around 1 million. We recently been advised, having 400 BNB in liquidity, to just put inside of the liquidity 300 and use 100 as market maker, which is can be very profitable, can be very valuable, especially to have a big jumps in the price when people buys, and anyway put step by step this amount back in liquidity to sustain it, to keep the floor up and to help it to grow. Anyway, community is happy when you have access to funds which you can use to sustain yourself in the time. But anyway, all this 100 BB, if we will decide to use those, not just a market maker, but let's call it just a buyback wallet, just to put back this money in liquidity when the moment is most prominent to do so, we're gonna do it. We're still evaluating the possibility, but this is what is it fully transparent with you. We have 400 BNB in liquidity, and we're evaluating to just put 300 and use 100 for do this this strategy over the launch. The taxes is 7% buy and 12% for sell. We have a blacklist function as well for the launch itself. Being a free launch is very risky, so we have those as well activated. And yeah, Phil, can you say precisely which is the direction of the fees? Because my mind is kind of screwed at the moment. I have my brain that explodes sometimes.
I can feel your pain, man.
Yeah,
I
just
know that you are a hard worker, and I remember you put in a lot of hours. Last time I talked to you, you said that you haven't slept for a few days when you were about to launch Robinhood Protocol. So I can vouch on that. And thank you so much for the details. I really like how you guys kept the starting market cap very low. Without having another pre-sale, so you're gonna only have a small private sale, which gives the investors large room to invest early. I really like that. Yeah, let me ask you a question. What makes you change the name from Robinhood to Wings Protocol? I really like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I just wanted to go away from it, but most of the reason, biggest of the reason, is our application name. So we were second token called Wood Wings, which is come inside that Wings protocol, and Robinhood protocol is just connection of the both. But mainly we had an application which actually we've been recently approved by iOS as a legit company, which is registered in Thailand. And so we are able to have our application itself also to in iOS as well, not just in Android anymore. But yes, the application was called Wings, so why not give the application the token the same name of the application itself? Is could have make sense in some way, and Wings is something that let people live free. At some point it's just a concept. I don't really rely on names, but a lot of people likes to fly with dreams,
Yeah,
with the mind, and so
exactly. Fly up high, right? Thank you. I really
yeah.
like it. That's amazing name. To be honest, let me go right now to the next question. So, you guys, I personally know about the project because I went through the website. I invested before on Robinhood Protocol, so I kind of know all this stuff. But probably the listener here doesn't know. So, can you please give us expectations at launch? What can we expect at launch? Any utility ready? What about the short term,
Yeah.
mid-term, and long term? Thank you.
So as I said before, the utility rate is already the staking you have in our website in there. The only tokens that you see inside is the one of testnet, but staking is ready. You will be able to stake as soon as liquidity is deployed, and also the swap. And so give to you the referral to share with your friends and enjoy the volume over the swap that you're gonna make inside our exchange. So this is the first two utilities that are gonna be ready before launch, not at launch itself. After that, we're gonna deploy the launchpad, which is one of the strongest feature of a token and an ecosystem that can have. We're really lucky also to work with distancing and having a lot of friends in the space, and this will allow us to have a project that actually lists, because a lot of people have launchpad and no project list on them. But being in the space and being trusted and prove that you work a lot and make connection helps everybody. Just is fair enough to just prove the people that you work, you committed, and you have quality over everything else. So this will allow us to have a lot of projects, so bring to our investors good profits in the time. The only thing that we have to deliver is the thing that we will be very strict is in accepting tokens inside of our network. Is very easy to list anybody. It's very also easy to lose money over people because they're not really sustainable. You can be a very good team, have a good plan, but at some point you fail somewhere. So we're gonna try to really be careful about the people and the idols that we're gonna list in our platform. We're gonna be able to host some private fundraise as ventures. But yeah, I really rely on the launchpad itself. Is something that was the main goal of the Robinhood protocol itself. Also, But yeah, we will not stop over that. Our network is huge, so we're gonna touch all the trends. Thinking about the marketplace that will be ready 2 weeks after the launch, but will be deployed and so on. With games, we have the luck that in the time we bring in our team 3D artist that is not just 3D artist, is a game developer. So we're already exploring this topic and what we want to produce for the people. Difference of before, now we have inside our core team game developer, which will help us in touch this topic as well. So the possibilities in the space are really infinities. And as I said before, we will never stop in this. As I said, we put the base to build a solid thing as can be a blockchain, and this you can do basically having your own router in an exchange in your web. So we did this, and I'm not saying that will be planned because I'm not planning to do it right now. I'm not even focused on it. I want to do the rest first. But this is something that for us is doable just because we implemented this thinking about the future, and it's very important to do so if you want to have success. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Please go on.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Thank you very much.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Zoo, please mute yourself. We're still in the introduction, and I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm going to open the floor to you guys to ask your question. Please mute yourself and wait for your turn. Thank you.
I just wanted to add something. It might be not a real utility, but close to launch, we will also present our merchandise shop to the community, which we are currently doing. I think that's a really nice thing as well to have. It's nothing major, but it just makes us a bit different from other projects. And I'm looking forward to buy myself a mug or maybe a hat to show Wings to the world.
Amazing. Amazing. I love it. The fact that you guys already have the utility ready at launch is huge, because that shows how dedicated you are to the project and funding it from your own pocket even before launching. So that's so much appreciated. And I personally love it. So I got a question regarding your vision. So we have got, let's say, many launch pads on BSC. So what makes you guys different? Do you have any special feature or something like that to makes you different from all those launch pads? And do you already have, are you in contact or in talks with project to use your launchpad after launch, something like that?
Well, what makes the difference between Launchpad and Project? Just the user base, as I said in the previous AMA during I was launching ECRP. But yeah, the connection that we have will allow us, especially because of getting through a lot of projects. We are all people connected with the influencers, so we're gonna pass through our hands anyway. A lot of projects that want to launch in the market itself. So we're producing the Launchpad, especially because we're going to be allowed then not just to promote the projects around the BSC, but just getting them to launch on us. So it's just a privilege to invest in our platform, because the connection that we have in the space going to bring us for sure. Just a matter of fact, for you want to promote with us, you want this connection. So we have this launchpad. This is very powerful, so you can use it as well. But what makes different from Launchpad, talking not just about the user base and what the connection we can have, is a feature that I presented last time, was about to give the chance to every holders to be airdropped with a supply that will be given from the project that gonna list on our pad. So what happens? Sometimes you don't have money to buy a project, but you like it. You really want to be part of it. Will be not a lot what will be given to you, but we want to give a chance really to everybody, because believe in us at the beginning, and just being an holders give you the privilege to be a dropped portion of the supply. I was working will be a claim button inside of the launchpad itself. Being an holder, you just having your wallet connect to it, and it calculates a thought supply that is delivered to you according to your tokens amount of XWIP. This amount is compounded inside the launchpad till another launchpad, till another IDOS is listed on it. All the tokens that will not be claimed by the users will be burned, obviously, because it's dedicated to us, and the project shouldn't take it back. But we really rely that all the tokens and all our community is following what is happening inside of our network, and we claim all their token out of the supply dedicated to them. Not just about this, I talk about connections, so talking about the marketing, the things that we can offer to projects. So it's not just an advantage for the community, but it's also an advantage for the project to come to us for the things that we can offer to them. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for the answer.
Welcome.
My next question is, safety is so important to all our investors and stuff. So I was going to ask you about the doxing or KYC, also as well as the audit. So doxing, everybody can see you here on the video chat, so there is no problem with that. Yeah, do you guys plan to have an audit before launch? Or you are
Audit
on
is
board
already
also?
live. If you feel or Mike can post it, we have already been audited already like a couple of weeks ago. About everything else, you can see, I mean, having a company registered in Thailand, I mean, registered in general, thinking about being approved by iOS, this means you've been being KSC'd multiple times. iOS is very strict to these companies and projects themselves. So yeah, KC is pretty much done everywhere. It's not possible to have a company registered if not. But yes, I feel you. The audit is there. Doxing is not really that really matter in general when you KC and you have a company, but we are here to stay. We are here for a very long time. We proved ourselves, and our safety and our commitment also is a very big base to prove that.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the answers. 10 over 10. For myself, I'm going to open the floor to people to ask the questions right now. So we got almost 82 people on video chat, which is probably the ATH we had for so
Hello,
long right
hello,
now.
hello.
Please mute yourself, my friend. I'm gonna give you the chance to ask your question.
Hello, David.
So
Hello.
Yeah, I
guys,
can hear you, brother.
don't jump on top of each other. I'm gonna mute you if you don't if you do that. So I'm gonna open the floor to people to ask their questions right now. Please make we have a lot of people, so make your question. You gotta only one question, so make it short and clear. It's gonna be answered, and you're gonna be considered for the giveaway. So let's have the first question right now. Mama boy, can you ask? You can ask your question.
I think it doesn't want to ask questions.
Modi, you can go ahead and ask your question.
I have a question regarding the starting market cap at launch. What will be the rates and the starting market cap?
So yeah, the rates at launch should be 1 BNB equal to 50 million tokens. The market cap should be around $1 million market cap. Can be slightly different, depends on distribution, which we're calculating right now. And also considering what will be the choice about how much liquidity to deploy over the 400 BNB that we have available. But we're gonna address what will be initial market cap, but shouldn't be far from what I said.
Sweet, thanks. And what's your target? Like, where you think is gonna go in the
Target.
first couple hours?
I mean, if it's like a question in the first month, I don't have an answer. If you ask me what I see myself in some years, maybe I can tell you. Um, but yeah, I'm aiming very high. I have no goal. I have no intention to sell my share for sure. I know that what I'm doing here is very valuable, and I'm really relying on all the connection that we build over time, not just a matter of fact that we prove it to work correctly and have experience in the market, but just about how much the people rely on us and the trust that we share with them. So yeah, I see this very high. I'm not saying $1 billion market cap at the moment, but we will get to it.
Amazing. Thank you, Mo, for your question. I hope it was answered. Let's go to the next one. Can somebody need to step up and ask his question right now?
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
I can see who's talking
Hello
right
guys.
now. G.
Hello guys.
Uh, hey, Lyra, you can ask your question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can I ask my question, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
And sir, my question is, I am interested to invest in your project. When and where can I buy your token? It is already listed exchange.
I'm not sure
I
if
honestly
Revolution
don't hear much.
heard your question because I did not.
He asked if the token is already listed on an exchange.
Okay.
I mean, we have to deploy, so you're gonna be able to buy at launch, which should be 8 March. We have to define the time, and if it's confirmed date, we for sure looking what Bitcoin is doing right now. We really want to have everything smooth. At the moment, I don't see any obstacles to launch 8 March, around maybe 5 or 6 p.m. UTC. But this is something that we have to confirm when we are sure about this. As I said again, I don't see obstacle for now, but everything can change in a matter of 24 hours so far with this market that is not really capable to maintain the trend up. So yeah, we're gonna look what Bitcoin is doing, and so the effect on the fear and of the market itself.
All right.
You're
Thank
right.
you for the answer. Let's go to the next one.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Is-
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
Krypton, you can ask your question now. Stefan,
Yeah.
please mute yourself.
Sir,
I'm gonna give you the chance to ask next.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I can hear you.
you see,
Zoo Krypton, you can ask your question
as you
now.
all know, the value of the token is very important to the investors. Can you hear me
What's the question?
now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
slightly.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Well, okay. You see, as um, as you all know, the value of the token is very important to the investors. So my question here is, how do you plan to maintain the value of your token when it comes to day-to-day changes of markets?
I don't really understand the question. Can somebody say it to me again? How I
Okay, let me come
maintain?
again. You see, well, as you all know, the value of the token is very important to the investors. My question to you is, how do you plan to maintain the value of your token when it comes to day-to-day changes of markets?
So I will maintain the value of my token. For sure, marketing is very important, and we have buyback wallets to sustain anything that can happen. As I said before, we have this availability of liquidity, which we can use in different ways. From all deploy all of it, but we've seen and we've been advised that anyway for this kind of market cap, which is very low, the rate that we have is pretty high compared with a lot of other tokens, which allow us instead to deploy a little bit of liquidity and have availability of 100 BNB, which would be used to keep the value up in general, anything happen, which is very important. Plus, we have sustainment of fees that will be in buyback wallet itself. But this is just about those strategies and money flow, So value of a token and value of a project itself is given by the utilities. We really rely on the fact that education is important, so we educate the people that staking is a very good way of passing income. And so if you have your token staked, you sure don't sell those and not have sell the tokens. You have people that buys more than the sells, and so this makes the price raising. biologic. And second thing, we are working with instancy, which is just saying it is more than enough to say that the price will go up. It's not even to keeping in this way. It's like the price will rise just because we work and we have connection and we're gonna market our project in the right way. So I don't know if is this the question, which is pretty basic, but I hope that I answer it correctly to you.
Yeah. One more question. You see, actually, is there any problem in the crypto space which you intend to solve, or are there
I'm struggling to
features
understand you.
which you intend to introduce into the crypto space? Let me come again. I mean, are there any problems in the crypto space which you intend to solve, or are there new features in the crypto space which you intend to introduce to others which I can't find the other projects?
Maybe I get something on what you said. I mean, you're saying that some of our feature are already using in the space. That's right. It is this to say. A lot of projects do the same things. It's just important of fact which quality you bring in on, and again, which connection you have. You cannot rely on the fact that you do the things as others do, and think to succeed just because you do the same way. You need to be able to promote those. You need to be able to make them working correctly. You being have to be able to sustain your project itself with the right marketing, as I say again. But yeah, we really rely on the features that we add to common utilities. So it's not enough having a swap, but our swap have referrals. So using it, it gives you money. It's not just about shield your bag. It's a shield the project, because if you invite people to use the exchange that we have, you're gonna get paid for it, and you don't gonna get paid a small amount. It's 0.2% of each transaction, which is quite big. And thinking about also this wall exchange thing, which I want to promote very strongly because it's very powerful. Considering just the 0.2%, is the total fee is 0.5. The 0.3% comes to us, and with this will allow us to sustain the project with more marketing, with more development, paying salaries as well. A lot of people ask. How you make profit. You want to have a project for sure. You want to make some money. So people scared that you need to sell tokens. I don't need to sell my tokens. I can lock my tokens for 5 years. I don't care. I have revenue over all the things, and I'm able to pay my staff and salary of employees over the revenue that we are creating here. And this is the only way to create a right company. You cannot think into pay yourself or pay other people with monies that come from supply. You have to be understanding that a company that works have revenue that come from something else. You don't see Amazon, you don't see big companies that was paying salaries for themselves and employ with supply. They was creating revenue. So this is how it's gonna be. But yeah, I hope that the question which I slightly get was about what makes you different from the product that is seen already in the market, and difference is us. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Revolution, for the question. Zukrypton, I hope your question was answered. So I'm gonna go to the next person. So let's go ahead and get another question.
Hello.
Hello, can you ask me?
Hello.
One by one, please, guys. Purple, you need to mute yourself. I'm gonna give the chance to Mr. Marcillo. You can ask your question now.
Okay, thank you. The number of DeFi projects continues to grow, and many are very similar to each other. At some point, many will fail and few will survive. My question, what typical solution do you offer that can be found in other projects that will keep you going in both the short and long term? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Marcelo. So I slightly answered to this in the previous question, but I can add to this that the difference is the chances that we have with the contact that we got right now. So thinking about just the listing possibilities that we have with our partners is something that a lot of projects don't have. So thinking about the ratio of the project launching, which is like out of 100, one succeed, maybe less than this. But most of the time it's because they don't know how to proceed in the market. They just focus on a single optic of user base. So they basically only going through BSC, which is wrong. You cannot promote yourself only on Telegram. You cannot promote yourself just in few core groups, which is you cannot be sustainable. You last what 2 weeks, and after what you don't see anybody buy anymore because you don't know where to promote it. It's just having listing with our partners, the partners of our marketing agency that we're working with. So Agata Yonku Coin, to mention one of the strongest one. You're gonna be able to touch all the kind of market and people that notice you. You know, so this is already something that makes a huge difference compared with competitors. I'm not considering competitors. People in general, everybody have the same opportunities to try to make something, but the problem that just a few succeed, and we are here to build something to be able to do so. And what you bring on the market is very strong. For this, we're being copied around. And if we were not copied around, this mean was not interesting what we were doing, and so it's a huge privilege to being copied. I don't want to mention who these people are, but the owners of your chat maybe know something more. I don't want to make a sponsor to them, but if you have some question, you can forward to them. I'm pretty sure they will tell you which these people are. But yeah, I mean, sustainability is just the matter of how you work, what you give to the people, and why you're listing. So how many eyes you have on you. So yeah, I'm thinking that
And
I'm offering something and opportunities. Phil,
Federico,
you want to
maybe
say?
we can also add our team to this point, because you guys have to
Yeah, sure.
know that our team is actually not a small team. We are not three guys working on this project. There are a lot of hands helping us to do this project, and also a lot of hands within our team. And these guys don't stick with us since 2 weeks. We are around for a long time. We're working for a long time on this project, and we found our family. And at this stage of a project, you guys have to keep in mind you invest your money in a team and an idea. We already heard that utilities are out there and everybody does them. But the teams are what makes the difference. The professionality that we want to show to you by partnering up with real companies, not with just some guys from the scene, with real companies. We're working together, we're building a network, and we want to make this thing huge.
Amazing. Thank you for Mr. Whatever I forgot his name for the question, and thank you guys for the answer. So I'm gonna give the chance to another person to ask his question. Purple, you can go ahead, man.
I meant to ask, how will the NFT marketplace and the launchpad stand out among other projects which have same marketplace and launchpads?
So as I said, we try to rely on other utilities more than the marketplace itself, which we had practically ready. We are just adding things for make it more qualitative. So if the question again is repeat over and over, is just about how you produce things. You know, a lot. Everybody have a marketplace for now. Everybody. The difference is what the marketplace does. The marketplace, considering itself selling the NFTs that you produce only, is nothing. It's like you don't have a marketplace. Marketplace to be really compared with a real utilities as we have is like being able to produce your own NFTs on it using XWIP as token. Is able to list other tokens in it because you have a user base which other projects are interested in it. So everything is based not just about what you do, but how you do it. And so considering the fact that everybody do the same things, but 95% of the people don't know really what a utility is. Just say, I have a marketplace. Okay, what this marketplace does? You can buy my NFTs. Cool, amazing. What else? Nothing. Okay, so you don't have a marketplace. This is the main difference about people do the same stuff. It's just about how they do it. Again, one more time, I explain. And the same things is for the launchpad. Our launchpad is different because we have the connection and we have the opportunities to list projects inside of it. Not just about from our side and from our connection, but thinking about the people that we're working with, and so thinking about David and his company, they have connection. They work for other projects, which allow us to have big accessibilities to very valuable project. This company is not working with anybody. You have to be vetted. We've been vetted by them, and it's not that they accept everybody to be working with them. So yeah, it's matter of quality. It's not about what you do. The market is oversaturated with people that do the same stuff. Not do try to do the same stuff, but the difference you see when you talk with people like us, with a solid plan, with a solid team, with a big team that knows what is doing and that is making connection. This is the biggest coin, the biggest values of the market. Networking. Networking is something that is really overvalued, sometimes for people, but it's totally the opposite. It's like you have to think that if you don't have connection, you cannot work with nobody. You're limited. So yeah, connection is just open doors, and we really rely on our working process, and the people can see how much we're committed and how much quality we bring on the market, and yeah, this is the difference.
What kind of privileges will the token holders
First of
have
all,
in the
sorry to
launchpad?
cut you off, but we have a lot of questions and a lot of people, so I'm gonna give only one question per person. So sorry about that. Thank you so much for your question, and you're gonna be eligible to the for the giveaway. So please mute yourself. Thank you. Let's go to the next person. Wahyu, you can go ahead and ask your question, my friend.
Hello, I mean, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yep.
If I am an investor and I am not going to be using the utility, but I believe in the vision, what will you suggest to me as the best investing strategy to prosper with your project? Thank you.
So as main investor, you don't use our utilities. For example, as I said, there is a feature in our launchpad that allows our holders to get tokens out of the project that lists on it. You just need to claim those tokens, and inside the launchpad, the claiming button, and so will arrive to you without needs to buy. This is a very huge privilege, and nobody have it. Most people rely on the people that most projects rely on the people to buy the projects themselves, but we give the chance to people that sometimes don't have money enough. Maybe it's the month, the period of the month that they cannot make expenses, so they're already invested in us, and this is already enough to be rewarded with something else. So this is one of the strongest. We're gonna have lotteries, etc., etc., but this is just about to keep the traction, if I have to be honest with you guys. So if you don't want to use utilities, being an holder does gonna allows you, first of all, to increase the value of your tokens during the time, so enjoy the profit of your initial investments, but not only, also enjoy the supply given to us from project for our launchpad.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Amini.
All right, thank you so much
You're
for the
welcome.
question, Waihu. So let's go to the next one. Tu, you can go ahead and ask your question, guys. For the sake of time, I cannot go over the questions on main chat. I'm gonna give priority to people on voice chat, but whoever asked it on main chat gonna be also considered for the giveaway. So Tu, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Hi guys. Okay, great token. I want to ask about your launchpad feature, which is something that's very important to your Wings
Yep.
environment, because I want to know about the security. Obviously, you're going to have to do a static audit at some point, and I
Yep.
want to know how you plan to have quality projects, because the projects that you're launching on your launchpad will determine the value of your tokens actually. Because I've seen good launchpads that launched a series of projects that were not very good, and that actually dumped the price of their tokens. So I want to know how secure your launchpad feature is and how you plan to get good quality projects that will improve on your native token, the value. Yeah.
So Thank you for the question. It's very important that you say security. First of all, I wanted to share. So you see in the chat how the Launchpad is working. So thinking about the procedure and the text behind it. This is just a base to make you understand how it's working. The second question, and most important, is the vetting process that the project should go through to list on us. As I said, we'll be very picky. We will not, and we don't need actually to list a project every day just because we want and we need to give to our community something which is risky. I prefer to have like a 2 3 project a month, but that give insurance to our investors to ensure profits over that. So what means to have a very profitable launchpad is give insurance that every investment is profitable, doesn't matter what. Second things, I want to be sure that my community keep my reputation up. So the thing that happened in this case is because when you offer to the people projects that are not sustainable, they have no reason to hold them. They're gonna sell it because they want to make profit over those. Instead, if you have much more valuable project over it, they have no reason to sell it because they know that with the time they can make much more money just holding those. So this will help also our own reputation understand to other projects that want to listen us that our community believe in what we offering them, and so they will not be dumped because everything that we offer to our user base is sustainable and so sure 100%. So from both sides is an advantage, from the side of the investor that invest in legit projects, and from the side of the project that they put their supply in the hands of people that are trustable and which their community trusts them as well. So yeah, the vetting process is very important. We're gonna pass through to the audit for sure, which is still, I mean, people rely on audits, which is overrated sometimes because companies that are really valuable are just few. You name it one, which is one of the best at the moment. So 30, but we have solid proof. We have a lot of partners that gonna help us to vet projects so far in the time. But not about this is thinking about to make the right question to the people, and we always thinking that writing is not enough. We always need to hear the voice of the people to understand how much they're real in saying what they believe and much they convince in what they say. You can lie a lot just writing sentences, and a fake doxing and a fake ASC can be done, but a view of the market and knowing with experience what is happening around and make us understand if you really know what you're doing. And so having you knowing what you're doing and having the basic touch of all the texts that are safe then allows me to believe that your project is safe because it's sustainable with time. I know that you know where you're going. I know that you know how to reach what you want as well for your company. And so in this moment, I will start to evaluate if you can work with us and what we can do for you, because when you make deals, you're inside of the tables and both parties have to be happy with what's being offered. And this is what we're going to go through with every project owners that going to come to us. Have to be a two-side deals anyway, but I hope I answer your questions.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you so
Very
luck.
much.
welcome.
We appreciate that. I'm gonna give the chance to another person to ask you a question. I'm gonna do one or two questions, so please go ahead and ask.
Hey, I have a question.
AV Minator, you can go ahead and ask now.
Oh, thanks. My question is about your tokenomics. It's not, I don't think it's on your website.
It's on the white paper.
It's on the white paper. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
most project they majorly they always leave it on the website so that investors will know what they are getting into. And also your utilities are let's say it's a common one found in the BSC space. When we talk about stacking, marketplace, and let's say even the news, I think you should let's say your theme, let's say the team you have right now, you think is big enough to be able to properly deliver to the community these utilities. And also judging from an angle, I think that let's say your marketplace made any well-known partnerships with, let's say, any organization or group on your marketplace? Because now there's a lot of NFT marketplace out there, and there's a, let's say, there are big projects that you're gonna have to want to take up as a competition. So just tell us what you think, the overall expectation from your team. Just tell us what you guys have in stock for the community.
Okay. So first of all, our team is massive. So thinking about just the amount of developers that we're in contact with, which is a base of 25, which they're able to produce anything uh, in the simultaneous period, which we can pick them. So this is also what make us stronger, despite of others, is still the connection that we have. We bring on the market everything that is possible to do with the quality that other people don't have. So I hope that this question will not be a question again. What we have, what you can read on our website, probably our David can be able to answer that. We are trying to review it and to write back in a better perspective for the people, to read it better what we are about. We try to write much more because sometimes people make a lot of questions, which sometimes is underproductive. You have all the questions that you have answered in a white paper. Probably the website, the text have to be reviewed a little bit, maybe do it a little bit more concise. But what you touched is not really everything that we have. We have much more. The news actually you can find in our application, and I challenge you to find projects that have a registered company and have already the application ready, which is on Android. Have to be just uploaded. So soon you'll be able to create your own account inside of it. So we're gonna be able to see our user base with real numbers. Not having your data because I don't care about your data, but it's about the database that register how many people use us, and so this will put you up in the ranks. But thinking about the process of iOS, thinking about the games that we're gonna produce is we can do anything. I'm unstoppable, you know. We are unstoppable. The things that bring us in the market and the connection that we have, there is no comparison. At least in BSC, the connection that we have at the moment is really, I challenge people to have what we have right now and what we're building, and the trust that we're proving every day to everybody, and the innovative things that the people copy to us is something that really is very difficult that people copy you if you're not qualitative. So yeah, I don't know what to add over this, but yeah, news we have, but it's something to keep the people educated over what happened in cryptocurrency world. It's very unlikely that people is not educated yet fully, but I have to say that everybody have to start from somewhere, and we are here also to educate people, not just about the features, the passive income that you can make in multiple ways, but it's about how the things working, you know, how we're all here. But we're talking just about BSC, and it's very limited. Let's talk about all the cryptocurrency world, which are the trends, how they die as well, why metaverse is so difficult to implement. It's like I'm not teacher of nobody, but I hope that with the time people know us and are making the right question. If you have doubts of how to invest and why to invest, when, and we're here to answer question, and we grow all together. We give opportunities. This is the main concept of our company. We create opportunities, and yeah, take yours.
Amazing.
Okay. I have a question regarding
Uh,
your market.
my friend, you got only one question because we are at the end of the AMA. I apologize. But
I was
thank
just.
you so much for that. You're considered for the giveaway.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, please mute yourself. It's gonna be the last question. So who's gonna be the lucky person to take this question?
Hello, guys.
Nation Burner, you can ask your question.
I hope you hear me.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to know about the team. I want to know about the team. Do you have enough experience in the blockchain field? Also, do you have any experience on working in crypto and non-crypto projects? Also, the team,
Yeah,
do you have
yeah, we have a
any
lot
other
of
projects
experience.
or just
I'm sorry.
project?
Yeah, if the question finish is about experience, we have a lot of experience. We based in cryptocurrency for a couple of years from my side, but my main experience is managing companies. So I'm a businessman myself. I'm 31, but I'm working outside of Italy. I'm Italian, but I have business in Thailand and around the world. Having business is not easy. It's not just working with yourself. So I know very well what it means to have a company, and so I'm able to build one properly. This is the main concept for sure. I have a lot to learn. There is never a day that there is something that you cannot learn more than what you know already. But yeah, the main experience in cryptocurrency is very important for this. We hire people that knows about it. So David and Eastoncy and Ben are really important people for our company itself and bring to us what we are not seeing. They're seeing for us. They're gonna report to us, but it's not just about that. It's all the people that are inside of our team. They have their own skill set, and knowing things that other people don't know is what brings the company up. So we are happy to touch all the features, all the little details that comes around, and yes, is yeah, experience is important. We have a past project experience. We worked a lot on BSC for this. We were able to build connections in the time, and yeah, we are unstoppable, man. Seriously.
All right, Nation Burner, thank you for your question, my friend. Revolution, thank you so much for the answer.
My
I'm
pleasure.
enjoying the AMA so much, and I mean, if it was my choice, I would go over. I would go with this overnight. So it's really enjoyable, and I'm loving it. And we have a lot of questions on main chat. I'm sorry, guys, because we cannot go over all those questions, but make sure. Put in mind that we're gonna consider everybody asking the questions and join voice chat for the giveaway, because we reached the end of the AMA. So I'm gonna ask Revolution one question is gonna be the last pitch. Can you please, my friend, give us tell us why your project worth investing in? This
Because
is a question and
we
conclude with.
I,
You
I think
went
I
on
answered
over
already, but
this with the details and stuff, but kind of like give us like the conclusion with a few words about the project.
sure. I said it already, but the quality that we bring in the market is something that you don't see around, and the connection that we have is something that you don't see in general. The professionalism that we have in our team, the trust that we built over time is something that is difficult to find nowadays. In BSC space, because we are in BSC right now. But yes, our project is a huge ecosystem where you can find everything that you need for all kind of expectation, and yes, is you can just be satisfied of the things that we bring to you as passive income and the innovation that we bring to you, and be paid for do the simple task that the other project gives to you as just pump your bag. Don't pump your bag. No, make money over just sharing with your friends our exchange, and be paid for it on stake, and the stake for 2 3 months for 1 year, and became rich just because thinking about the API that we have, and just check it out. Is live in our website. So I have not to say more than just bringing facts. So facts are there, is visible for everybody if you're able to read those. If not, we're gonna show them to you with the time. But we're here to stay. We've always been, and we're building something that will last a very, very long, guys. So it was a very pleasure to meet you again, Hamina. Thank you for hosting me here. If David wants to say another fast conclusion from inside, I would be glad for it. And then we can say goodbye and see you at launch. Okay?
Revolution, thank you so much, my friend. It's been a pleasure hosting you today on this AMA. I'm super bullish about your project, and you get all my endorsement and support for your project. And I urge everybody who got into this project to help it go as far as it can. Thank you so much for everybody who attended this AMA. Revolution, please feel free, my friend, to jump in here at any time if you
Anytime.
wanna tell us about any update or something you're planning or whatever. So you are welcome to come to the house anytime you want to. Thank you
Absolutely.
everyone who asked the question, who joined the voice chat. You will be considered for the giveaway. Please stay tuned. A few minutes from now, and Dubai Prince gonna share the list of the winners. thank you so much, and have a
Thanks,
good
man.
rest of
And
your
I'm happy to see the hat on your amount of listeners. But yeah, listen, David, 1 second. I want to say hi.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was just unmuting myself, but don't want to interrupt you, Mine. So, yeah, thanks also from my side really much, also for all of the questions and that you are so supportive about the entire Wings Protocol project. Yeah, just to add like one or two more sentences, what we are currently working on. I'm currently in a close contact regarding the partnerships I've mentioned with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko to have, because the listing is just ahead, or in general like the launch of our platform. So yeah, we are currently in the process of evaluating if there will be the possibility for fast track listing, because that will also help us to get the right traction for the initial launch. So that's one major update I just wanted to mention regarding CMC and CG listings. And in addition to that, we are also working closely with MoonPay currently, or I'm working closely with them. We will have a meeting. I'm just waiting for the final feedback. I haven't got a confirmation yet, but most probably there will be an option for technical integration, as they're also very experienced with, for example, Apple Pay from the iOS side, and of course also with the Android side. That's quite interesting, and I think there will be huge possibilities because from my perspective, they're one of the biggest payment providers currently in the blockchain space. And in general, as Federico already said, I appreciate all of you and everyone who's supporting the project to their fullest commitments. Of course, we will also be there at any time to any answer any open questions in the main community or chat, also after the AMA. So if there will be any questions also to me maybe, or Federico or the rest of the team, just ping us. We will be there. And it will be a great pleasure to answer all of your open questions. And also from my side, thank you very much, everyone.
Really pleasure, man. Thank you so much, David. It's as I said, it's our honor to have you guys here. I really appreciate. I mean,
Same here,
I really
it's also
appreciate
appreciated
the people who put
that
efforts
you're
into
giving
it.
us possibility.
For sure.
So thank you so much, Amine. Hope to see you soon. And anytime you guys jump in the chat, we are all there.
Sure, man. Sure. Welcome
Thank you
to
very
the
much.
house anytime you want to. Take care, Phil,
Thank you.
David, Federico. See you soon, guys.
Absolutely.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Thank you
great
very much.
weekend.
Time.
Thank you.
So